What's up, bro?
Chilling, man. What's going on your way?
Handling business, bro. Trying to get these journals pushed out, stuff like that.
The pandemic one.
Yeah, bro.
I love that. I'm gonna have to tap in with that one. I ain't gonna lie to you. I said I love to play on words.
Yeah, bro. We gotta drop some new gems in that joint, so it's gonna be smooth. Heck yeah. How things been looking for you this week?
Uh, I mean, I took some L's on US 30, man. I was just early, but I think I'm finally.
Yeah, that consolidation is was crazy.
Yeah, I was like, cause I even peeked at Q caught like the down. He caught the play down, and now he started to catch the play up.
He caught this down and then
Yeah.
held in down and then caught some of this back up before it can't push it.
Like, and so like I get the play down. That was because if you zoom out to the daily or
Mm-hmm.
even 4 hour, it was a double top. So I was
Yeah,
like, okay,
sure.
all right, I get that one.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, I was like, damn. So is it because like on the daily that so right around what is that, May, like a little bit before May 17th, you had that big push down.
Mm-hmm.
But on the 4 hour, it looks like it's like a break of support, but or is it a break of structure?
Where?
So zoom back just a little further. So that big push down where you got your two red lines at the bottom.
Right here?
Yeah. So I mean it looked like a break of support on the 4 hours.
Nah, cause you got this whole area still being held. That whole area is still being respected as support.
Okay. So those
So
those
this is
four.
the main field. Is point A, point B, modify, point B, point C. So all of this is where you bring out your subfield. Because you're still working from point A, but your still initial push is this is one push.
Oh,
Are
okay.
you trying to break that? You see what I'm saying?
Okay. I was wondering because I thought maybe the way them four candles down there, how it goes, the test. I thought maybe it was broken because of the way it formed.
Mm-mm.
So is it because it didn't break on a high? It didn't break on a eight or like the daily?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Because if we go to the daily, that's just one big ass consolidate. That's one big 23.6. See, point A, point B. That's the main resistance. All of this was just a small pause, real quick. So remember, Q talked about how it'll make that 23.6 push
Yeah.
to its real point B and then come back and test that 23.6, which will become that 38.2. So
Got you.
from that point, we can, if it still didn't break out our initial point B, then we just bring out our field points. So we'll have our main field point A, point B, and then we'll bring out a sub field point A, find the lower high point B in here to see when we can get out of this zone. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. I understand that.
That's what we was looking at on the 4 hour yesterday. Because this here, boom, respected, came back, gave you that break of this resistance up here to let you know that, okay, buyers are still in the market to some extent. It's just a lot of exhaustion up here.
Okay. I started to even look at it like it was a potential downtrend, and that was just like an 88 point. Oh, okay. Well, you got it on here too, though.
Yeah, for sure. Because I wanted to measure this.
Yeah, that
This
pushback.
right. I wanted to measure this to see when that buying pressure was gonna come back in. So since that's 88.6, that's not a smooth trend line opportunity because it's so high up. The perfect trend line opportunity probably would have been like 78.6. You know what I'm saying? Like somewhere around this area. That would have been a perfect trend line opportunity. So even if you got this on here, just looking, let me change this color. There you go. Sure. Yeah, so you can have that as a counter trend line at that 78.6, so that way you can still gauge the momentum, because this is still one level of resistance. You know what I mean? So it still counts, and you can see gauge the seller's momentum, so we can see if we get some type of support since it's sticking, or we get some type of break to the push, or if we're gonna hit this and respect. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's always two possibilities, man. There's always two possibilities.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, that's why we play that waiting game, and we wait on our certain signals.
So are you watching the 4 hour, or are you, I mean, because that's where you're
I've watched the 4 hour a lot. You know what I'm saying? I watch the 4, because the 4 hour gonna tell you exactly what's going on. You know what I'm saying? As far as momentum wise, but as far as like trailing and maintaining a lot, I'm on the hour, trying to see the detail. You know what I'm saying? Hour and 30, I'll flip between those. But my main time frame that I like, I'm drawing shit on, is probably 4 hours, and then I'll just execute on lower time frames. You know what I'm saying? So it came and respected that same spot I had my last entry at. So that would have been a you know what I mean, stupid entry opportunity again, seeing how it's respected, and boom, and we starting to see certain levels of resistance break down here. We seeing it trying to shoot up here, leaving some exhaustion. So if it price maintained above this level, like how I was anticipating here, I could try to anticipate the same type of move, at least to, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
certain levels of resistance first. You know what I mean, and then breaking those levels, then we'll have, you know, a different level of TP, you know?
Right. So that
That's
first
basically how I trade. I just look for certain environments that I can try to take some type of advantage of.
I think that's what it is. I think I try to flow so much off of structure and not looking left. And I
Yeah,
think that's the,
I feel left at previous structure. Sure. For sure.
so most of those zones, are you drawing any H1 zones? But you said on
Not for real. Like, I use H1 more for like candlestick, anatomy, and momentum. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really too I don't know. I don't really be on H1 trying to draw too much zones, because I know it's so much exhaustion. You know what I mean? So I draw it on a higher time frame, and then just be like, all right, bet if it do what I think it's gonna do, then I know I can take advantage of it on the lower time frame. That don't mean I got necessarily respect it the same in a sense, you know?
Okay.
For sure. That's all I do, bro. Okay.
Yeah, I was up just reviewing the other night. Man, I felt so fucking good, bro. Like, man, I was like, okay, yeah, this shit coming. I woke up the next morning and was looking at my charts like, wait. And then I had seen that drop on H4. Then I was like, so what if this is a downtrend? And that's how they caught that double top on H4.
That's how they caught it. Double top, lower high point, huge exhaustion zone on the daily. It's easy. That's why when he did it, I commented and told him, I was like, bro, you a goat, bro. That was too easy, bro.
Too easy.
That was too easy, bro. Too easy. You know what I'm saying? But it just go, man. It just go to show, bro. It's doable, bro. Like, and with time, this shit happens over and over and over again, bro. You just gotta wait on those opportunities. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. Have you been back testing any since you took that?
A lot. Last couple nights. You know, just trying to really, like, so I wrote down my trading plan.
Okay.
Like you had asked. So I said I will trade with the trend on higher time frames. I will buy at higher low points. I will sell at lower high points. I real respect the risk and size the risk, because I know that's where I mess up a lot.
Accept the risk inside the risk. What you mean?
Respect the risk and size the risk. So like you had
size risk, like lot size.
Yep. Because I'll try to go balls deep if it's a lower risk all the time, but sometimes I'll like, oh, okay, the risk is a little bit smaller than what I would normally do. So I'm gonna just, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to I try to up my lot size a lot. And I
Oh
think
yeah,
that's what gets me in trouble.
yeah. No, you gotta stay disciplined with that lot size for a certain amount of time, bro.
And I be trying to fuck the market so goddamn hard, bro. But
Like,
yeah, I mean, so yeah, so I put respecting the risk and sizing the risk every trade.
yep.
So trading within structure, and then like you had just put down, or like you had just said, trading the zones and off of trend lines.
Mhm. That's
Um,
your edge, bro. Like your technicals is your edge. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not calculating based off of those dynamic support and resistance, then it's like you missing out on your edge. You just getting in with everybody else. You just getting in off of probability at that point. You know what I'm saying? Cancel out your edge when you don't use your technicals with confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like taking away your cheat code. You know what I mean? Like, cause that's what it's there for. That's what the signal there for. That's what the technical's there for. It's all to help you perceive information a certain type of way. So that way you could decide whether it's time for you to be analyzing or whether it's time for you to be executing.
um, and I put
Have you been using your counter trend lines and stuff like that on lower time frames to gauge momentum?
that was the next thing I literally had written down. So track counter trends when levels of support or resistance are broken on lower time frames. So like looking at your M30.
Mm-hmm.
So right after your most recent entry where it broke that counter trend line,
Yeah,
um, where it made that double top on the 4 hour, that there's a small level of support that was broken.
yeah.
And I seen that's where Q got in on that back play.
That nigga got in at the tip of this joint.
Yeah, that's why I was
Right
wondering.
here.
Yep. So I was like, oh shit. But then he also got in like right after the break of support
Yeah,
too.
he got in like down here too. And
Yeah, so
exactly this shit. So I was
I
like,
got that
damn.
one. I was like, okay, that makes sense because it was literally like if you get onto the M15, that long wick on M30 is two long candles on M15. And then so where your red line is, if you just drag that over to the left, you'll see like it literally kissed it.
Where? What are you talking about?
Okay, so that red line right there, drag it left. Yep. And see, you'll see that that's where that level of support was broken. And then it came back and really just retested, like kissed it perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
So I was
And that makes sense, bro, because that's in the rules. That's in the plan. Like, what else? What else
like,
you doing?
I was like, okay. And then once I seen it, I was like, damn, that was like right in front of my face. How did I not see that? Because
Bro.
I was like, because I guess I was looking for a buy the whole time because I tried to buy up in that zone.
Yeah.
I was stuck in my bias. So that's
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's all. And especially with these fast ass pairs like US 30 gold, bro, you have to be objective. Have to be super objective in your bias. Cause shit can flip like that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
No kizzy.
man. I was like, damn, that was just boom right there. Couldn't believe it. Easy, easy money.
Easy bread, bro. That's all the time though. Okay. That's
Yeah.
all the time, bro. Like that's how I be thinking about shit. I be
So
like,
that that red trend line you got here at the bottom, right where it came and kissed this 4 hour zone.
yeah, right here.
Um, yeah, that one. So what? That was off the 4 hour, or
Yeah,
was that off?
that's all for it.
Okay. Yeah, because I had just marked up a couple buys in that zone, and it kept pushing down.
It's, yeah, so it wicked out, it exhausted out the zone, which is expected. You know what I'm saying? It's a zone. It's supposed to be indecisive in that joint. So
Right.
that's why, like, when it comes to my zones, I only try to take advantage and gauge price if it's at the bottom of the zone or at the top of the zone. Never in the middle of that motherfucker. Hell no.
Okay.
That's where all the indecision is. You feel me?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, and I've noticed that like I stopped I don't know where it's like I think on like GJ I've seen it a lot more, but looking at US 30 structure's a lot different.
Yeah. Cause
Um,
it move, bro. It should move. Look at it.
it does. So like I'm used to like automatically going to M30, M15 to gauge structure,
Yeah.
but you got to stay flexible because you know what I'm saying, you can get structure like it I guess so I get confused on what time frame to analyze lower time frame structure.
You get confused. Say that one more time.
So I get confused looking at M30. I get confused on what time frame to add to analyze lower time frame structure. So like I would automatically I'm jumping to M30, M15, but I know because of risk, I know I need to probably be on M5. But
Yeah,
M5
for
will look like
sure.
a M5 look like a lot of, you know what I'm saying, could look
That
like a
shit be crazy. It'd be a bunch of data, bro. It'd be a
and I,
bunch. If it's too much, then just be like, yo, I just need to stay on N15. You know what
okay.
I'm saying? Because it's sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes on US 30, I gotta be on N1, bro. You know what I mean? It's certain times where I have to be on N1, bro. Like it's because this is not a Forex pair, bro.
Yeah, so that's why I was
Because it
like,
do shit like this, you know what I'm saying? So I have to be on N1 at certain times just to get a certain amount of data. Like I break it down in 30 and 5, see what I need to see, N1, see what I need to see, and then I go back to like an entry time for a major entry time frame that actually means something. You know what I'm saying?
right. Well, your entry time frame is really off the M15, M30, or is it's just flexible on
No, it's so flexible, bro.
okay.
It's super flexible. I ain't gonna cap. Super, super flexible. Yeah, super duper flexible, guys. It just depends on how I'm seeing shit, where I can see the most clear information, and
Yeah.
how much details I need.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that because I don't want to get stuck into a mindset like, oh, I
Yeah.
only need to enter off M15. All I need to
Yeah,
enter off M30.
especially during these times, like NY times, because you know the volatility is picking up. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, cause news, banks, everything. Yeah, cause I'm definitely on like N5. I mean, cause I
Facts.
gotta make sure that risk is right. I got to.
And that's what I was like when I was back testing, I was trying to measure that. And I'm like, okay, so what about how many points?
The best way to measure it when back testing is using the replay tool, bro.
So yeah, that was fucking me up. That was it was whooping
That's
my
what
ass yesterday. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I was sitting here like, damn, I am like when I back test, normally I don't use the replay tool, so it's easy to see it.
yeah, because you only look at that closed volume, but when you use that replay tool, oh, it's up.
Yeah.
It's just like you see everything.
So I'm gonna have to definitely just back test more with that.
Yeah. And get used to just flowing with it. Like that's one thing I had to focus on in my mental framework was just getting used to just analyzing without even thinking about trading. You know what I'm saying? Like get used to just analyzing and seeing how this pair moves and how she fluctuates. So when it do come time for me to execute, I know how to just flow with what I'm seeing versus being stuck in a bias and being like, oh, I think it's gonna sell. So I'm only looking at sales, only looking at like, nah, like I'm flowing. So it's like I understand who was just in control 2 hours ago. I understand who was in control yesterday. I understand who's in control right now. And I understand who could possibly be in control in 2 hours. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I'm thinking. Like, and I just want to flow with the majority. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to beat the market in a sense or anything like that. I'm trying to finesse. Feel me? Because I just need to get what I can get and then I'm out.
Yeah.
Look, respecting the fuck out that zone. Super indecision though. You know what I'm
So
saying?
that's all I was looking
Super
for.
indecision. So even if we took buys right here, we still probably would have got stopped out. You see what I'm saying? We still
Yeah.
would have got stopped out just because of the volatility level is 834 and why just open. So knowing that as a trader, you know what I'm saying, and knowing that this is if this is gonna be your pair, okay, I'm at a certain type of minor resistance here. I'm seeing bullish engulfers here. I'm seeing a bunch of buyers exhaustion that already came and wicked here. So I know price doesn't want to come back down here. for no type of reason right now. You see what I'm saying? Showing super exhaustion right here as well. So all we doing is waiting on those buyers to come into the market on this time frame. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what the information that we seeing that's clear is on this time frame. You see what I mean? So then once we can see that, that's when we could go on, like I said, those M15, M5s, because we already can see the structure. We see that this was broken. We see that this is the retest. You see what I'm saying? And we just waiting to see which way the market is gonna hold up. If it's gonna hold in this certain level of support right here, knowing that we got support right here, we got heavy support right here. You know what I mean? And see how that adds up with the higher time frame when we go back to the 4 hour, just to see how that candle's looking. You know what I'm saying? We understand we got 24 minutes in this candle. So even if we was looking at entering, we wouldn't want to enter right now because we understand this candle's about to close. So we would wait patiently for this candle to close, wait to see some type of retrace, seeing how it's been leaving back so much exhaustion. And then we would try to execute with that next 4 hour candle at 9 o'clock, 9:15, 9:30, trying to flow with that 4 hour momentum to whatever that higher time frame bias is. If that's us thinking that the price is going to come next to this exhaustion zone or whatever the case may be. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just flowing with what we see right now, you know, because we still seeing a certain higher low point, another higher low point that's retested. You know what I'm saying? So really, if you look at all of this, this is one big ass 100% retrace. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. I definitely see that. So the daily, so is that would that be a doji on a weekly then, or would that?
Honestly, I don't even know. I ain't even been on there. So weekly, we got a bunch of bearish momentum. So we do gotta watch out for that. Definitely gotta watch out for that. Monthly, still in the doji. Yup, doji. So we understand it's a lot of indecision that can happen right now and it's probably because we at this strong ass level. You see what I'm
Now,
saying?
is that a price point? I didn't even look at that because I know they was talking about, certain price points in.
34830. Yeah, bro. That's how I be doing shit, bro. I mean, but right now this shit's super ugly. Super ugly. But the bias is still staying the same right now. You see what I'm saying? Until you can see this shit, this support right here that's been being held up right here. Till you see this shit broke. You see that area broke? Boom, break out of here. Boom, retest. That's the only way I would be looking at based on how I see things right now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you sizing your risk up off the lowest wick still, or just?
Yeah, I'll be sizing my risk based off of this area because I know my stop loss would want to be somewhere in this area, outside this area. You see what I'm saying? So I would use a lot size that I know I would be comfortable with as far as what I'm seeing. You know.
So like your risk, I remember you said your risk is the same size every time. So like how many points, or is it?
Somewhere between like, I usually trade somewhere between like 15 points. I'll say like 15, 20 points. Cause I'll be super precise, bro. Like I said, and I'll be on like 5 minute, 1 minute. You know what I mean? That's how you see what's really going on. If it's gonna respect this area, if it's gonna break this area. Same thing with this area. You're gonna respect it, but you just gotta understand that things are happening a lot faster on this time frame because this is the 1 minute time frame. You know what I mean?
Same, so but the same, but your entry is the same, or are you going up to higher time frames to enter?
No, if I'm entering off for like I said, like 5 minute, 1 minute, like type times. Cause you know what I mean? You got areas like this that's already been respected. On this time frame. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And look at the candles.
Still respecting. Oh shit, it's pushing.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's all the time, bro. That's why you can't have fear of missing out. This shit happens all the time, like all the time. And like I said, I'm not even trading this week.
Yeah.
It's just getting up, doing your routine, understanding what's happening, understanding what's possible. Like I said, if you know what happened before, then you can kind of get a gauge of what can happen in the next hour or 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? And that's all you need because it's still probability at the end of the day. You don't know the outcome. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what can happen. All you can do is minimize your risk and use your edge to your advantage, bro. And that's all I'm trying to teach niggas how to do. Feel me?
Yeah. Man, that motherfucker straight pushed.
Yeah, not a 30-minute bullish, not everything adding up. You know what I mean? And that's how you run it. And then you just start maintaining off, higher time frames.
I threw a sale in on gold. I think it was 'cause I was trying to force. I think a lot of times I be trying to force the trade.
Nah, bro, it's a patient man game.
Yeah.
It's like chess. Read and react. Yeah. I ain't getting back on it till next week, though. I'm gonna smack her ass next week. Take a little break, you know what I mean? Enjoy some profits, chill, focus on educating y'all, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Focus on the journal, shit like that. Yeah, bro.
Yep, so
And it's all naked, bro. We ain't got no
indicators. Yeah, I love that. I love that because I feel like I know sometimes I feel like indicators are so hard to read. Certain rules with them and everything, and I'm like, I'm straight. I'd rather just, you know what I'm saying? Or what indicators? I mean, when you use indicators, which ones do you use? Or do you use?
Shit, I just changed my shits to 14 and 66. Cause that's what bro said he using as far as the EMA and estimate. And we throw the moving averages in there. That's just extra help as far as momentum. Just a last minute look. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
cool with that. Throw them on there. Throw these Fibonacci points on here. Look and see where some type of support and resistance is at. But either way, mainly I'm looking at momentum. How's momentum looking? And if it maintained on these higher time frames, like is it sticking? You know what I'm saying? Because if it's sticking, that means it means something. It's gonna mean something. You know?
So in this area that is currently in right now, because it's coming to a trend line and it's a level of resistance on, you know what I'm saying, that M15, are you looking to catch a sale? Because there's no real, the momentum is there.
Bro, I'm not looking to sell, bro. I wouldn't have been looking to sell. Only reason being is because, like I said, I just took this trade. You see what I'm saying? So I'm seeing support, maintaining a certain level of the market that I was already at.
Yeah.
That's human psychology, that's market psychology. You know what I'm saying? So just off of me understanding this price point down here, like if I was trading, I was up. I would have been up. And realizing that, waiting on that, playing off of this support line, I'd have been in this trade to where my stop could have been. Even if I had expectations, you know what I'm saying? Risk would have been super, super fucking tight. You know what I'm saying? Super tight. Either way.
Yeah.
Either way. And like I said, if that played out, then I would have went to the higher time, you know what I mean? And went up here for this resistance for the full 100% based off of this move. But only because I'm still seeing, you know, a certain level of support being held up. So my bias ain't going to switch just because I seen a counter trend happen on a higher time frame, on the analyzing time frame.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, you know, and I would have protected my capital. You know what I'm saying? So I would have went about it the right way. So profit would have been made either way, bro. It just would have been about how I'm maintaining it, what I'm seeing, how I'm feeling, what I got going on. You know. But like I said, it's still all objective. All objective. Yeah, man.
Probably like one of my other issues is, you know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to finesse. Like I'm like, oh shit, let me try to catch as many moves as I can instead of just being patient.
Quality over quantity. I'm gonna take quality setups, bro.
Okay. That last indicator that you're using, what is that one? That with the purple and you said those were the fibs or the
Yeah, it's like some Fibonacci moving points. You just another form of support and resistance. Something else to just help me look at how I'm gauging the market. But I barely had that shit on.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think I seen some other people had some similar. It just kind of I think it was like a price point marker.
Okay.
So I just didn't know. But
Yeah, I barely had that shit on.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right. I think I try to stay with an open bias, but then I'll be looking. I think I look at the chart so long that I'll be forgetting like what times I mark certain stuff on there because I'll be like, damn, it kind of do look like it broke up. But that's the H1 though, where it broke a level of support to meet a bigger level of support. But yeah, if you, I gotta remember to scale out.
I would snipe that shit. Oh my god. That's what back testing is for, you know what I'm saying? You got this resistance that's now support. You see what I'm saying? Easy ass move, bro. Right back into the resistance. Easy ass move. They get this shit out every week. Every week they get moves out like this, bro. That's why I don't trade nothing else, bro. Like,
yeah, it ain't.
bro, I know I be knowing what this shit gonna do. I be knowing what this shit gonna do, bro. I be in tune, bro. Like, all you gotta do is be patient. You can make some money, you know what I'm saying? All the other shit is just whether you greedy, whether you know what I mean, all that kind of shit. But as far as just being able to make some money on that motherfucker, you can make some money.
Yeah.
Even if it's $100, $200 a day, you can make some money on that motherfucker.
So with like what because I know that was one of the things that you had told me to do was
Try to play on a good risk.
good risk. Well, I thought you had mentioned like goals. So with like with a with a $500 account, would you even trade US 30 or would you just probably wait?
I mean, you can with like 0.01s if you think you got it. You feel me? Yeah. I mean, I just wait, put some more money in there.
Okay.
I just wait at like 750, 1,000, at least 1,000. You know, like at the level that we at least 1,000. So that way, like, you know, you got some wiggle room.
Right. So I started
do 2 trades on US 30 with $500. Got $100 left. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
I had opened a demo account, just been trading with that. I opened at the beginning of the week. I'm already down to like the $50. I've just been taking L's and I'm like, what the fuck?
I just over rushing it.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. And I've been getting fucked over by gold too. Cause I mean, you say you don't trade or you just trade US 30.
Yeah.
I was tried to keep in mind that gold and US 30 were inverses. I remember that on a webinar.
Yeah.
But the motherfuckers really been headed in the same direction.
Yeah. No, that's smooth. But shit, you trying to go again? Man, what's today?
Thursday.
Good, man, probably like Saturday.
Yeah, definitely. I'll just keep back testing.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Just keep back testing, bro, and really scale out your moves. You know what I'm saying? Like, figure out like, you know, how many pips are the moves that I see far as my back test setups that I would be catching, like, and what I would be risking. You know what I mean? And really go in detail.
Okay.
So yeah, other than that, man, yeah, we'll just link up Saturday, man. Go over some more shit, man. Still keep tweaking up that training plan.
Okay. I appreciate this, bro. Again, I really do appreciate it.
Oh yeah, ain't no thing, bro.